I've told you 1,000 times, Chester. It's the number of blind dates I've been on when no one's turned up, followed by the worrying number... Oh. Hello, Professor Kline. I didn't know you were attending this evening.
Good evening, Dr. Magnus. It was all a bit last minute, I think.
Chester, did you know about this?
If you could just sit here, please, Dr. Magnus. The host will be with you shortly.
Not you.
Sorry, Dr. Magnus.
Are you not staying, Chester?
Yes. Where are you going, Mr. Mims? Sit down.
Didn't you just...
Professor Kline and I think you have a lot to add.
Leave that alone, please, Colin.
This is more like it, yes. Everything's in its place.
You okay, Colin?
Why can't I just be... Glad you're not singing.
Why would I be singing?
Who's the mouse?
Bozeman booked her last minute. Also, there's a new script on the auto cue, and he says you're to talk about love.
Who does Bozeman? Has he lost his fucking mind?
It's a night of smiles, Jeremy. Try one on for size.
Jeremy Dawson. Professional matchmaker, apparently.
Goodness, I hope we won't be needing one of those.
A matchmaker? God, no. The very thought.
Sorry,
Ridiculous.
mate. Bozeman held me up. Did he ask you to...
Cupid here, just relay the message.
I heard that.
Well, I think you'd look really good with wings on, actually.
10 seconds.
And a nappy.
That's a look.
Okay. 5, 4, 3...
Good evening. I'm Jeremy Dawson.
And I'm Megan Wolfe. It's the 13th of March, 1985, and this is a Channel 1 special event hosted by your national nightly news team.
What is happiness? It's a question that has baffled artists and poets since the dawn of time, from the primitive caveman romantically rendering his intended unconscious with a simple stone club to the jazzmen in their spooky clubs, loosening libidos with each daring new progression.
Or the audience, tap, tappity, tap, tap in their toes to the crazy rhythms of the mysterious night in an effort to unwrap her most intimate secrets. Who wrote this?
Bozeman, apparently.
Are you having a midlife crisis?
And yet she eludes us, this fragile happiness that flits from heart to heart, staying only as a guest until, of course, we are found by our true love and our heart starts to beat in syncopation with another.
For when we are in love, every moment is happy, every sound a melody, every face is radiant, beautiful and engrossing as an alley cat.
And when they find the first word ever scrawled to the cave walls in the flickering light of that primitive flame, you can bet your soul that that word would be love.
Or even jazz.
So don't move that dial, stick with Channel 1 all evening as we bring you
The Night of Love.
Hey, 45 seconds back.
What was that?
I think that's what Bozeman thinks free-flowing jazz sounds like.
I definitely was sick in my mouth a little bit.
Well, this is awkward.
Why is that?
No reason.
Is it hot in here? I'm perspiring.
Charles.
Kev, can we powder down the doctor? No need for that, Professor Kline.
Yes.
10 seconds. Cass! I'm so sorry. 5, 4, 3...
Oh, that's enough.
Welcome back. Not long now until we take a trip to Planet Bliss. So let's meet the interplanetary cat who'll be our cosmic tour guide, Dr. Charles Magnus.
Good evening.
And with you, you have today...
Chester Mims,
Not
24.
you. This is Professor Delores Kline. She works in the Department of Emotional Resonance and has been responsible for fine-tuning the crystal molecules at the heart of the emitter.
Goodness, that sounds like such an important job, Doctor.
Professor Kline.
So sorry, of course, Professor
no, please
Kline.
call me Delores. Professor Kline sounds like my grandfather.
Surely not the Professor Kline, inventor of the verb.
Yes, that's him.
My goodness, what a contribution to history. At least until Florence came along and stole your thunder.
Please don't use the F word in front of Professor Kline.
Yes, she finds it very upsetting. But I didn't use the F word, I just said fart.
Will you stop saying that?
What, fart?
Oh, those things cost us everything we had. My grandfather died destitute. crushed under a crate of his favourite worms he was trying to get down from the top shelf to polish.
Now, do you see what you've done? I've a good mind to cancel this experiment and walk off the show.
Oh, Doctor, please,
No,
no.
Charles, you mustn't. We've all worked too hard for too long. I will control my unmanageable rage. I apologise for my outburst, Mr. Donaldson.
That really wasn't an outburst. it's
Never apologised for your passion, Delores. It's what makes you so impeccable at your job.
Impeccable.
I might even say precise.
You say the nicest things, Charles.
So when the device is switched on, will we all experience love?
Oh, crimes, no. That would be catastrophic. People in love are mentally ill. They shouldn't be allowed to fly aeroplanes or perform sensitive tasks. No, our device will simply bring about a sense of contentment.
Love can be terribly painful.
Yes. Best avoided. Probably.
There's enough subtext there to fill a poetry book, but apparently we are going to lift the needle from the grooves of the record of love and take a trip downriver to the white waters of Advanced HQ for the sounds and stylings of the country's most powerful couple. I am guessing that means we're talking to the Prime Ministers. So.
who, just to be clear, are in no way romantically involved.
Well, that's probably a
Did you
good
get
thing.
a
There's
weird
no
phone
place
call
for
from Robert
romance
Posey
in the
at Channel 1
workplace, after
I
all.
always screen him if I'm
Can't say I
honest.
So you
disagree.
haven't got a poem?
Makes the heart
Poem?
You made me promise to read a poem.
Made you? No one
I've
makes
heard.
you do anything.
Yes.
What did he offer you?
Front row seats at the sports board final.
So have I.
Wish I'd taken that call now.
Live in
That's
5.
what I've heard too.
Let's go to that message now.
Okay. that's
Good
about
evening,
minute
everybody.
back.
On behalf of
Lovely
Advanced
stuff.
Julia
Can we
and I
get
just
all
wanted
of
to
the
wish
advice
all
now,
of you
please?
the very best of luck with tonight's groundbreaking experiment.
When this project
I very
landed on my
much
desk, I
appreciated
just
your
knew it deserved to be funded.
calming my
After all, what
rage,
could possibly be better than increased happiness?
And now,
Passions
here's a little something what I
clearly
wrote
run deep,
earlier,
Delores.
especially for tonight.
I'm sorry for laying them bare.
It's a love poem,
Like that.
which I want to dedicate to everyone at the Happiness Project and, of
I
course,
just can't bear
Mrs.
the idea of
So
you
it's a
never
big well done from us
experiencing
to Dr.
happiness.
Magnus and the entire team at
Nor
the
I,
Happiness
Dr. Magnus.
Collective. And now here's Peter and his poem, if you're quite sure.
Absolutely, I spent all afternoon on this.
I have
Christ, I'm nervous.
concurrent feelings.
Not much of a poet, ladies and gentlemen.
Are you okay?
Come on, Clement, stop fuck-arsing around and let's get the gimlets smiling. True love don't come along every day. So when it does, you should make hay.
Prime Minister.
If that man
reading
gets
the
you
poem.
dripping, say yes to the whipping, as his famous old man used to say.
10 seconds. Opening on Megan. Stand by, Chester. 5.
Good luck, everybody.
3.
Back to the studio.
Fantastic, the Prime Minister's there, and of course, without the
That
assets
took
and
you all
wealth funding
afternoon.
you received.
Truth be
We
told,
should
I
be
did
making
stop for mine
prototypes out
halfway.
of hope.
And you are Chester.
Chester Mims, 24. I'm attracted to badgers, some shelving units, and women between the ages of 22 and 51.
You're going to press the button, are you?
Oh, I rather think the three of us should push it. Don't you, Professor Kline? Why don't you, put your hand on top of mine?
Yes, of course.
That's right. And Dr. Magnus, why don't you put your hand on Professor Kline's? That's right.
Are you all right, Charles?
I feel a bit dizzy, if I'm honest.
Do you need to sit down?
No. No, I think I need to say something. Something I should have said a long time ago.
Well, perhaps you should say it during the break, Dr. Magnus.
No.
No, you're right. How silly of me. What was I thinking?
Okay, I think we're going to get a counter on the screen there. We're going in 10, 9, 8, 7. Come on, Dr. Magnus. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I love